Seattle, Washington. This is Madden Football on EA Sports. We'll see Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks taking on Ben Roethlisberger and the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Renamed in late 2020, there's a look at Lumen Field here in Seattle, Washington. These folks love their football in Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with the Pittsburgh Steelers. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
DJ Reed on the return.
Seattle's first go on offense forthcoming, and under center, of course, Russell Wilson.
Gave the commencement address at the University of Wisconsin a couple of years ago. One of the most popular players ever to pull on the uniform there. The beginning of his career, he was a so-called game manager. Take care of the football and rely on the defense. Now, in this stage of his career, the offense runs through him, and it runs very well.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. He'll try and run it. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
You know, I don't think this is the last time we'll see that in this game. This guy has mobility, and they want to use his legs in the game plan. So there will be designed runs as well as his scrambles.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson, he'll buy some time right. He's going to take off with it. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. The rushing numbers for Wilson, maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down.
At the 42-yard line.
Wilson now off the bootleg, being chased out left. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And that is incomplete. Chris Carson, the intended receiver, and now it's 3rd down.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. T.J. Watt, the all-pro, in there to take him down.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. But he will be stopped behind the line as he will not come close to the marker. Here are the Steelers making their way out, and with their longtime starter, Ben Roethlisberger, leading the way.
We talk so often about his physical attributes. Of course, the Big Ben nickname, his ability to take hits in the pocket, his ability to extend plays and get outside of the pocket. But how about this for efficiency? Top 10 in career NFL passer rating. And he's one of the top 5 winningest quarterbacks in NFL history. That's pretty darn good.
They'll run for the first time with James Conner. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Taken down by Bobby Wagner. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 on the Seahawks' 32-yard line.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Roethlisberger. Ebron caught left side. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Seahawks who picked it up.
Roethlisberger's pass.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Following the fumble recovery, it's Wilson. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
At the 11-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches.
Throwing is Wilson. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Intended for
a lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. T.J. Watt able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
Probably a little bit of a surprise call there on 3rd and inches that they decided to throw the football. And how difficult is that for an offensive line when they look up and see all those extra bodies coming at them?
Tons of bodies coming in. They get a huge sack there. Facing a 4th down, they come away with 18 yards and the first down conversion.
They were backed up to start the drive, but how about that aggressiveness? Firing it downfield right away. Nice job there getting out towards what would have been their normal starting position.
And this a quick slant to Lockett. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second and
this is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
Seattle Seahawks.
They run it with Carson. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Cameron Hayward getting upfield to make the stop. So maybe just a momentary setback on what's been a great drive so far, but 2nd and 13 here. Buying time to his left. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. 3rd and long, it's Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Cam Hayward, always a force, got back there for the sack. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Here we go on 4th with Wilson. And this is going to be incomplete. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and that will force a turnover on downs. Throwing now, Roethlisberger on 1st down. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
Eric Ebron.
The end result, 21 yards.
Pittsburgh.
They'll look to run with Connor. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 1. Brings up 2nd and goal. At the Seahawks 3.
They'll try to run it. This is Connor. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Here's Roethlisberger. Just what Seattle was hoping for. The coverage holds, and now 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. Oftentimes for these gadget plays, these fakes, we focus on the offense and say, hey, they practiced this week. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold
But he
up.
trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own side.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. A gain of 13, it's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Here's Wilson to throw. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Well, it looked like a quick hitter, a three-step drop. But when it's not there, what do? He elects to try and escape through the massive bodies up the middle, and he does so and picks up positive yardage.
Flushed out right. Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line. Wilson's throw caught by Metcalf. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 30.
Here's Wilson. He can't bring him down.
The weight room does work.
And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
Carson.
It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Chris Carson. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd.
Here's Carson. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Line of scrimmage, the 9. 2nd and about a yard.
At the 9-yard line.
This is Carson. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. Now it's Carson. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4.
That's good.
Well, we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Well, I know a defensive coordinator is going to be pretty excited by what he just saw there. Great knockback by their front. And now with the ball where it is, I would expect to see the offense throw the ball on 2nd and 3rd down here.
They set up the screen to Penny.
Wilson's pass.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
On 3rd and goal, Wilson. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Russell Wilson on target to DK Metcalf. And the Seahawks have taken a first-quarter lead.
All drives that result in points hurt a defense, but when they are the sustained variety, play after play, and they just can't get off the field and stop them, that can be demoralizing.
Jason Myers.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. From way up at the 23. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
On the return.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Now a pass that's taken in by Smith-Schuster. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
It's a gain of 17 yards. And the Steelers first.
Roethlisberger. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 15 more yards there, and quickly another first down.
First down, Steelers.
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge.
Incomplete.
The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Second and 10 now. It's Roethlisberger. That's complete to his running back, Connor. And into the end end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. James Conner, 36 yards. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this carries into the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Reed opts for the touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down into those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. This duo locked in, 14 yards there. And a first down. Defensively, they're going to have to do something about him in a hurry because that last catch puts him over the 100-yard mark. We haven't even hit the second quarter yet.
And you did say they'd have to do it in a hurry. It has to be right now because as his confidence grows, it'll actually overwhelm the defense. No matter what they do, he'll feel like they can't stop him.
That catch good for only a couple. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game. They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
At the 3-yard line.
They'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd and
here's Wilson. Going to throw on 3rd and goal. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Wilson connects with Tyler Lockett, and the Seahawks have taken the lead. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes the score 14-7. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. From way up at the 23, the lane opens here. He's past the 30.
the Steelers take over first and...
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown...
Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And just one tick to go, so this will obviously be the final play of this first quarter. On first down, it's Carson, and he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Steelers 7.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Wilson. They'll run the screen with Carson. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
He certainly had plenty of success running the ball, and right now I'm getting the sense that he's looking to take off and run every time he steps back to throw it.
But they did a nice job there collapsing on him and holding him to a short gain. And not only did he not get in the end zone, he didn't didn't get the first down either. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Well, that's the fourth time that they've tried to go for it on fourth down. They've only converted once, Charles.
And obviously not a good percentage. And if you're going to go for it on fourth down, you think that you've got the right play dialed up. You can't be stopped. Your momentum's going to keep going. But 1 for 4, that tells you that you need to look at things in a different way, and you need to tip your cap to the defense. They've done a great job.
Johnson with a completion over the middle. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Pittsburgh.
Now Roethlisberger to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Johnson. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3 at the 21-yard line.
Play fake to Connor. Now Roethlisberger. Short little throw to Ebron. Powers ahead at the defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Eric Ebron, 79 yards. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Well, that's pretty impressive, Charles. It's one thing to be an elite speed wide receiver and have all that yards after the catch into the end zone, but from your tight end?
Yeah, you don't get that very often. What you're describing is more like a Tyreek Hill, a Devontae Adams, and Antonio Brown. You're not talking about a guy that lines up or can line up in line and look like an extra tackle on running plays.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make...
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Cameron Hayward picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction.
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. Offensively lucky there, able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. One, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession.
Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick.
Wilson's pass intercepted by the...
They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner forgets starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time. But it'll be 2nd and goal. His pass caught at the 4. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. 3 first-half touchdown passes now for Ben Roethlisberger. And the Steelers are going to take the lead. He's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There can be plenty more before this game is over.
This is DJ Reed returning. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. Forced out to his left. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a Dolphin is confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
That one goes for 24 yards. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with second and a yard. On second down now, it's Carson. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
At the Steelers' 14-yard line.
Looking to throw again on second down. Wilson dancing to his left. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
But to me, this leads to the question, do you admire the way he puts his body out there all the time, or do you think he should protect himself a little bit more?
Well, he's been on the ground several times with all those sacks that he's taken. So, I don't know, I kind of admire him not sliding down there, don't you?
I'm with you on that one. The meter definitely leans towards admiration.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. Here's second and 2 now from the
3-yard line.
Wilson. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. From 3 yards out. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far and fun to watch.
First and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. There have been points on the board. We just saw back-to-back touchdown drives. I love it. I'm high-fiving our statistician, Christian McLeod, and you're angry. You're a defensive guy.
If you met one of my defensive coordinators, God rest his soul, I'm surprised he isn't in this booth right now wanting to really take you on. This is not football the way he sees it. He wants a good old-fashioned kicking game, defense, field position, and we're getting an up and down the field game here.
I'll take him. Where's his tombstone?
Boot Hill, baby.
Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
15-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Tyler Lockett. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Seahawks are going to take the lead.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, one by land, two by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that in the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And they will take a 7-point lead. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Johnson now returning. Now a Karice here as he's past the 30.
Deontay Johnson on the return. The Steelers take over 1st and 10.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. First down Seattle on a pickup of 13. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away. Throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
Wilson going to fake the give and keep it himself. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
2nd and 10. At the 12-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Russell Wilson on target to DK Metcalf. And the Seahawks add on to their lead.
This is similar to baseball where you walk the leadoff hitter and you don't expect him to come around and score. Almost impossible. Anytime a defense has to defend a short field, you usually end up seeing the result we saw, giving up points.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And the Seahawks capping it off with a touchdown.
Jason Myers.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. From just inside the 20, a short kick. Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. That went into the hands of his tailback, Samuels.
Complete to
Not much there, only a yard. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
It's a first down on a gain of 10.
First down, Steelers.
They go play action with Roethlisberger. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Jaron Reed muscles his way in for the sack. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first-half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third. And that is incomplete. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
Seahawks 35.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Stephon Tuitt able to shake free and get home for the sack.
I'm starting to wonder if this offensive line just simply doesn't like him. I mean, they've given up 6 sacks in this game. He's had nowhere to go, nowhere to run, and obviously nowhere to hide.
And all those sacks in the first half, this is just complete domination.
It's a gain of 9.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And some room to roam now. Shedding the tackler, and it gives him some room. And he will finally go out of bounds, but not before he takes it down to the 25.
Able to hit on a big play right there in the 2-minute drill. And now they've got a chance to use all the remaining clock and build on their lead right before halftime.
Now Wilson on first down. He'll find Metcalf. And down inside the 15 he goes. 11 more yards that go around. A first down as well. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Throwing again on second down. Wilson, the quick slant caught. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and goal. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Russell Wilson. As the first half is winding down, and the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Myers connects on the PAT, and the lead is up to 18 now. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. From just inside the 20, a short kick. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
Take over first and 10.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2.
Well on for the field goal. A 57-yard attempt.
And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. 42. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the second quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome in everyone to an abbreviated version of the EA Sports halftime report. We saw a strong first half out of quarterback Russell Wilson. His 5 touchdown passes have him on a record pace. As for the call of the second half, we'll turn it back over to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. From way up, now a hit and a loose football. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle.
First and 10 at the 22-yard.
Now it's Wilson. Now they go screen. It's complete. He's got the first down inside the 10. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, first and goal. And now he's closing in on 450 yards passing.
That's an incredible number. I mean, you're talking about the best defenders in the world that you're trying to throw the ball against, and you're creating that type of a number. Fantastic job, fantastic performance, and he's going to have to ice up his arm afterwards, too.
Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Second and goal.
They'll try to run with Carson, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they...
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Russell Wilson, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. They were looking to pass the ball there, but they forgot to account for the man with the football.
Yeah, I can hear people right now saying, well, why don't you have a spy in your defense, someone who will dance with him and go where he goes? Well, oftentimes if you utilize a spy, you've taken away someone in coverage as well. And oftentimes, the spy, not as athletic as the guy he's trying to keep up with, so he gets defeated anyway.
And he turns third and goal into a touchdown.
Their own 34-yard line.
Pittsburgh set to take over again on offense. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. Jordan Brooks on the tackle.
Brings up second and 9.
On second and 9. Roethlisberger. Ebron with it over the middle. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
Well, so often now we're praising tight ends for their nimbleness and how they catch the ball downfield. But occasionally we get a reminder that tight ends, they've got that tough guy aspect, too. How about him catching that short one there, shaking off tacklers, and turning that into an expansive gain downfield?
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Last play went for over 30 yards. This one not quite as big, but still over 20.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
7-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up
second and 5 now. Roethlisberger. They were looking for Johnson that time, but now it'll be third down.
Johnson, incomplete. Shaquille Griffin there defensively.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Chase Claypool there to make the grab. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route. Ordinarily, it's probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. And this will come out to the 25 as Reed opts for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
A gain of 4. It's now
from the gun, it's Wilson. Steps away to his left. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Being chased out left. He finds an opening past the 40. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
They go play action with Wilson. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. T.J. Watt. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon.
At their 49-yard line.
Play action. It's Wilson. And he's going to go down again. Alex Highsmith. He's the one that drops him this go-around. And that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
Devin Bush, the linebacker, was the one there in pass coverage. Now let's see how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. Buying time to his left. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 25 yards that time. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Everyone dialed in. Stepping up, and he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. Not the first time on this drive we saw him take matters into his own hands, and this time he finishes things off with a touchdown run.
You're not going to be happy with me, but I think he took matters into his own feet, didn't he?
Oh, Davis from the top rope. I like it. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. They're going to take this up close to the 40, so really good starting field position.
at their own 38-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
To throw again on second down. Roethlisberger. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down.
And 4 yards.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
At their own 20-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give them a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent is really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them.
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. T.J. Watt, my goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really, really turning in an incredible performance. From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. He may try and run for this. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
Now, that was a whole lot of open space out in front of him, wasn't it? I'm telling you, Brandon, when things are going right, they are going right.
And everything has been going their way for the most part. I saw that lane start to develop. Boom. He took advantage of it. Now left side on the swing pass. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
That's another Seahawks 1st down.
Throwing is Wilson. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good. Soft in spots. There's an easy throw and catch for another 1st down.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. Now a handoff here to his running back. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. It was Mike Hilton up to make the tackle. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
At the 24-yard line.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. From the shotgun, Wilson. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Alex Highsmith able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Wilson. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at about the 32. They'll start the drive with a give to Connor.
James
making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd.
Again, it's Connor. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Roethlisberger hands.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now. I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a fourth down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
We sit in quarter number 3 out in Seattle. A 2nd and 10 now. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
Brought down back at the...
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
And he'll only get this to the 47. He needed a few more yards to pick up the first.
11 yards.
Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion.
And look at this. It's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. Steven Nelson able to get a hand in coverage. Now Roethlisberger on first down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Johnson. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line.
Johnson.
It'll be a gain of 17 at a Pittsburgh first.
First down, Pittsburgh.
On first down, it's Samuels. About 3 yards there to the 27.
Jalen Samuels.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Brings up 2nd and...
Staying on the ground with Samuels. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks' 18-yard line. We have played 3 quarters. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll run on first down. Samuels. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
Now they'll throw it with Roethlisberger. And this is incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Number 30, James.
Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football.
On down.
To throw is Wilson. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Cameron Hayward able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. T.J. Watt in there to get him again. That is sack number 6, one off the NFL record of 7. Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. He lets it fly for Lockett. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. He's going to look deep for more. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, going for it at this stage in the second half, back in the shadow of your own goalpost. Explanation, please, Mr. Davis.
I'm not sure I'm going to give you a great one, but here's a thought that I had.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. James Conner with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Steelers are able to close the gap just a bit. Boswell good with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to 18. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Here's Reed. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Seattle again getting ready to take over offensively. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 2.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
The Seahawks will go for it. It's Wilson. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I looked down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked in the distance you need. That's exactly what they got done.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Now a give right side. Carson. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line. That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and...
On 3rd and 1, Wilson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Russell Wilson sacked.
And Charles, they only needed a yard there. They try to pass the football. What do you think?
Well, I can't really go all out and kill them for the call because that 3rd and 1 fake and throw it over the top for a big play, that often does work. But in this situation, the pressure got to him.
He cannot wiggle free. They stop him at the line on 4th down. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, but I got a chance to put...
And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Benson Mayoa, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Throwing on 2nd and long. Roethlisberger. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
Juju Smith-Schuster.
A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at about the 31. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their 38. He gives it off to Carson. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
They run again with Carson.
Chris Carson.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defensive.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
1st and 10.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. The interception was a good starting point, but still a huge hill to climb with his 3-score deficit and time fading. Now the pass finding its way into the hands of Eric Ebron. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers.
Touchdown.
A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the interception by the Steeler D leads to a touchdown. Well, yes, that's his 3rd touchdown catch, which is very impressive, but on the scoreboard, they're still struggling.
So safe to say that without him, my goodness, yikes, they are in major league trouble. He's doing his best to try and keep them in the game.
Here's Reed returning. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
1st and 10. At their own 22-yard line.
Tyler Lockett trotting onto the field, getting set for this next drive. 2 touchdowns to his credit so far. Charles, I'm curious, do these wide receivers, what do they go in with each week? Is it different week to week for the goals that they personally set for themselves, do you think?
I doubt that it's different from week to week. Maybe because of game plan, they know that one guy might be featured more than the other. But all in all, these guys are looking for 100 or more yards in receiving. But the biggest thing, getting into the end zone. And how about him? He's gotten there twice in this game.
He has indeed. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Here's Wilson to throw. They'll run the screen with Carson. Dancing away at the 35. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. That'll pick up the first down for Seattle on a gain of 18.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short game when he took off running.
And they'll get him down right about the 20. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Now Wilson. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And they're going to mark him down short maybe by about a yard, if that. When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Ball carrier. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Carson, and he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead.
But they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
The kicker, this has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
From just inside the 20, a short kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 32-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
1st down, Pittsburgh.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. It's another 1st down as this time they get an even 20.
Steelers.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on 1st down. Short little throw to Ebron. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 23.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Roethlisberger. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Again, it's Roethlisberger. And he's got it. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now it'll be a 2-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a 2-score game they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game.
Oh, I think they got it. Yes, the Steelers have it. Well, that certainly makes things more interesting. You get the score, then you get the onside kick. A little uphill battle still, but a start.
It's not mission accomplished, but the plan is working. They're in a great spot right now, and the best part, they put the defense right back out on the field after having already scored.
Yeah, they've got the momentum here now. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Roethlisberger got to get his guys to the line as quick as he can. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. Ben to throw again. Looking for the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Well, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver dominated. So you knew one way or another that they needed the 2 scores. They get the easy one out of the way. Now they'll get the ball back, hopefully.
Yeah, and the question is, how do you accomplish that? Do you onside kick it? Or since you have all 3 timeouts, do you kick it deep? To me, I'm playing field position. With all 3 timeouts, I kick it deep and try and pin them back there.
Now Wilson. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Oh, Wilson going to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. The Seahawks in victory formation as they go ahead and take the knee. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. And they will take a knee here. Wilson to throw. And he fires one, but incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is. Things just got interesting. They tried for the long field goal there to salt this one away. They don't get it, and now a little time for the other guys to mount a late drive.
Well, they thought their kicker would put it through the post and finish this one off. I'm sure they discussed pooch punting it and letting their defense take over. Well, the defense now has to make it stand up, but they didn't get the best field position.
And this is caught at the 20. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. A big connection on that one. 41 yards. That is caught at the 7. And the Steelers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Well, Charles, exciting to the very end. That's what we just saw in this game. Final play there, had it in the red zone, but anytime you're outside of the 10, that's tough trying to draw up a final play to get in, and they couldn't do it.
It certainly is. So what they were looking for was, extra time. Too bad it's not FIFA soccer, right, where you get a little bit of extra and you get a chance to run a couple more plays and maybe get closer and take that last shot into the end zone.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. It's a win for the Seahawks here as we say so long from Seattle.